Degenerates, I am so glad to see you all. We're going to have a fun time tonight. I've got a few things I'm going to be going over with y'all. I got some new stuff to show you, but let's give people a chance to get in. Let's give people a chance to get through ads if they want to watch the ads. That always helps me out. Hope you all are having a great Friday night. I am really excited to be here with y'all. I'm really excited to start the weekend. It is blazing hot here in South Carolina. I got to tell you, it was in the mid 90s already. Now, this has happened before in May. I looked back at some of my, posts from a year ago, and we did hit in the mid 90s in May in the past. So it's not uncommon, but I don't know. It makes it. I'm getting into that time of year where it's harder and harder to get motivated to go out and hit those trails. But we'll do what we can. Usually by August, I'm doing more treadmill than trails. But we'll do what we got to do to stay in shape. If you all haven't seen it, Triple P did a great video last night about the importance of fitness in the prepper community. Every time somebody brings that up, and he's not wrong, by the way. He's not wrong. Fitness is super important for preppers. If you have an emergency, right? Let's just take a very simple thing like a hurricane, and you have a tree limb go through your roof. You are going to need a level of fitness to deal with that, right? If you let's take disease and things like that. The more fit you are, the better your body has a chance of fighting off those things. And yeah, I'm going to be talking about the latest disease that's making the rounds in the United States, but that's not tonight. So anyways, check out Triple P's video. It's pretty cool. He raises a really good point about why preppers need to stay fit. And when August comes, I will do that by hitting the treadmill in the gym, because South Carolina, if you've never been here, it gets up to 100 degrees and the humidity is extremely high. And it's miserable. It's not even fun to be outside and hiking. If should you do it as a challenge to yourself? Yeah, I mean, like Titan Preparedness did something like that. He went hiking up a mountain in, I think it was August or early September in South Carolina, and watch that video. It's grueling, man. It's grueling. All right, so we're going to talk about ethics today in the in the YouTube world, ethics for influencers and brand ambassadors. And while we're doing that, I do have some new silver to show you. This is silver that I had ordered about, I want to say 20 days ago, and I've been sitting on the box waiting for an opportunity to do the video. This was not silver that was purchased from the quote-unquote silver raid. And yes, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to give you my opinions on that. And we're going to talk right down to earth in a language that people can easily understand. Hey, Miss Southern Belle, it's good to see you. So, yeah, that's part of what we're going to talk about. But let's not go there first. I want to give people a chance. Fishy Fish, good to see you. Hey, I got her off the booze, man. Look at it. Now she's hugging Swedish Fish over there. So that's progress, right? So anyways, and look at Boba Stacker has put his weapon away, because if you didn't watch the Book of Boba Fett, he's no longer Boba Fett the bounty hunter. He's Hug Me Boba Fett. He's Tickle Me Boba Fett. So the kinder, gentler Boba Fett that Disney wants you to love. Anyways, what the heck is going on in here? Vanessa Kitties, good to see you. Vanessa, send me an email. I have your prize from last week. I need to get that out to you, please. Bacon's good to see you. Yeah, no, Ray's detoxing off the booze, so she's on Swedish Fish only right now. Okay, so she needs to clean up a little bit. She was a hot mess. She was drinking till the point where she was blacking out. So she looks uncomfortable. Well, if I fix her, I'm probably going to screw up my whole display, so she's just going to have to deal for now. She's happy. She's got her boba, and she's got her candy, and she's got BB-8. Rob Gibbs, good to see you. All right. So, aloha, it's good to see you, Uncle. All right, so let's talk about this. I wanted to talk about ethics in the YouTube influencer, brand ambassador community, right? That's right. Yeah, I mean, you guys saw the previous video. She was passed out in half of those videos. She had her red solo cup. I mean, actually, she's still got the solo cup in her hand, but it's empty. He's manhandling her. Don't worry. She's okay. She's a fan of Boba. She's consenting to this. It's okay. All right, so let's talk about first our brand deals. Okay, so now like I would be a complete and utter hypocrite if I didn't acknowledge my feelings about brand deals. I love making videos. I love making friends in the community, in the YouTube community and Instagram community. I love sharing knowledge, like my foraging knowledge and things like that. I enjoy that. But setting up brand deals and affiliate links and things like that allows me to also generate a little bit of income. And that allows me to put more money into it. As you guys who were in the live stream last week and you saw the giveaways, that was basically funded through ad revenue and super chats and super thanks. Okay. And so it allows me to do stuff like that. It allows me to put more time into it because, as you know, like a live stream video is not too bad. I just have to set this up, research my topic, and then I'm ready to go. But the Tuesday videos that I release, the skill-based videos, those do require quite a bit of work. Thanks, Billy. Appreciate that. Van City, is good to see you. Those do require quite a bit of work and time. So by me being able to generate a little bit of income, I love making frenemies. I probably will have a few more after this video, Fish. By me making a little bit of income, it allows me to just do more of this, okay? So I'm absolutely not obviously I'm not opposed to brand deals, affiliate marketing, things like that. What's important to know is if you are not a creator, right? Like, so a lot of the people who watch my videos, who don't comment, are not content creators, right? So they just kind of watch and they may or may not ever comment. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So what you may not know if you're not a content creator is that we are supposed to disclose when it's an affiliate link, okay? We are supposed to disclose if, for example, I get sent something to do a test of, and I didn't have to pay for that out of my pocket. We're supposed to do that. How do you do that? There's a little button in YouTube Studio that says this is a paid endorsement or whatever, and you're supposed to do that either way. Like if I say, like for example, in my links, I've got a link in there for Amazon to get the Spyderco Tenacious, right? And it says on there, this is an Amazon affiliate link, and that I'll earn a small commission if you use my link. Okay, so we're supposed to do that. And if we do a video review, I sent a DM on Instagram to you with the address. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. I'll check that. So we're supposed to do that. And if we do a video review, we're supposed to check that box that says this is a paid endorsement. Okay, so that's thing one. When is that not okay? Well, this is going to be personal opinion here, but I think but I've held my tongue on this on other incidents in the past, and I'm feeling compelled to say something now. Okay, so when is it a problem? Let's just put this down before we cut ourselves. If I'm pushing a product, right? Let's say that I said, we'll just take the Spyderco Tenacious again. And I said, you know what? Everybody today is Buy Spyderco Tenacious Day. We're all going to do this, and it's going to be a great thing for the community. We can show off our new knives, right? Bacon, I sent yours out. But you can always message me, of course, but I sent you a package. You should be getting it if you haven't yet. And everybody's prizes went out like Monday, so if you haven't gotten it, you should get it soon. So if I said, everybody, let's buy the Spyderco Tenacious, we can all do our unboxing videos. It'll be a great way for the community to come together. All right, maybe that's not so bad. But then if on the day of it, I say to you, oh, by the way, use my link. I got a special link for you, right? It's a little bit deceptive. Is it evil? No, it's not evil. Is it deceptive? You should have been clear about that from the get-go, okay? So you should say, I'm setting up a deal for you, and I'm going to get a little commission off of it. And you guys, if you want to use my deal, you'll get a very nice knife, and you don't have to. And if this knife isn't in your budget, that's fine. And you guys will hear me say that sometimes, like this knife is a $50 knife, right? And so maybe you don't need a $50 knife right now. Video drop. Oh, cool. Thanks, Fish. I'll check that out. So that's thing one. Oh, thank you, Miss Southern Belle. You rock. I will definitely grab some coffee with that. And chat what the hole in the blade is for. Oh, I'll show you. So it's just another way to open it, right? I don't really know that it serves any other purpose than that. Cashing coins, good to see you. So So anyways, this is a really nice little $50 knife, by the way. Spyderco. This is one of their knives are usually a lot more pricey than this. This is one of their like entry level knives. All right. All right. So that's thing one. Thing two, I have seen who isn't honest about what they get sponsored by. I never doubted you, Sarge. Thank you. I appreciate that. So then I have seen somebody else do a video where, and I'm just going to use this as an example again. If I got sent this knife, I didn't. I bought this knife myself. But if I got sent this knife as an example, and I did a review on it, but then I said like this is a horrible knife. Now it's not, but let's pretend that I did. Let's say it said it's a horrible knife, and then I contact the company and I say I did this review. Here's the link. If you want me to take it down, you're gonna have to pay me $60. That's called extortion, folks. And I know of somebody that does that. Okay. And I don't want to call this person out. They probably will see this video and they'll know I'm talking about them. The only reason I'm not going to name them, if they want me to go on their channel, I'll go on their home base and talk about it. I'll debate them about it. But the only reason I'm not calling them out is because I don't want my audience going over there and trolling them. Okay. So I'm just saying, as a matter of principle, you can give a bad review, right? You can give a bad review and you could say to a company, the Acme company, sure, I'll review your product. I'm going to give an honest review. And if you're not okay with me giving an honest review, then maybe I'm not the reviewer for you, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes I've actually turned down more reviews than I accept because I look at them, I research it, I read some of the other reviews, and I realize, what they're asking me to review is a piece of crap. And I'm not even going to waste your time. So I'm not even going to do an honest video on that because there's no point in even reviewing it, in my opinion. I'm not going to waste your time watching something that I'm not going to endorse, okay? At least so far, I've never done that. Now, am I opposed to doing a review and if I had a product and said, this product is a piece of crap, don't buy it? Sure, I'll do that. But what I won't do is go back to the company and say, if you want me to take that down, you need to pay me $500 or $600 or whatever. All right, so that's that. Same person who did that, by the way, said, let's just say that the product, I'll use something else. So let's say that I was reviewing capsules, right? And I did a review and I said, these capsules are absolute garbage. And then I contacted and I told my audience, I can't endorse this product. It's a bad product. These are bad capsules. They'll fall apart on you. And then I go to the company and I say, you want me to take that down? You're going to have to pay me. And then I go back to my audience and say, if somebody wants to take this off my hands, I'll sell it to you. So now I've said to you, this is a crappy product, but I'm also asking you to buy it from me. I got a problem with that too, okay? So there is some ethics. I think we should all adhere to a certain code of ethics when it comes to that stuff. And this is the last point I'm going to say on this, and then we'll get to the fun stuff. I'll show you my new silver. As far as the silver raid goes, we knew it was a bad idea a year ago, okay? And most of the channels that I affiliate myself with, that I would call my friends, all spoke out on that the week of last year's. Okay, so it wasn't universal support. There was a lot of us who said, and the reason we came out about this is because there were people in the community who were telling people that it was going to squeeze like GameStop, and that just was not good. Thank you, Skullstacks. You're a good person. That there was just no way that was going to happen. Silver doesn't behave like a stock. It definitely doesn't behave like a meme stock, okay? You can't squeeze it like that. It just doesn't work. But you had people in the community who were telling people, yeah, we can break Comex, we can squeeze it. YOLO your check, you want to get in on this. This is your chance if you missed GameStop. And that was really unethical, okay? Maybe some of them thought that was really going to happen. So I'll give that the benefit of the doubt. But we learned our lesson with the first one. Hey, Bullion Addict, good to see you. We learned our lesson with that first raid, so there was no reason to do it again, okay? I think that this is an issue that continues to divide the silver stacking community. And the reason I haven't done a lot of silver videos in the last couple months was because the premiums are so high. So I haven't been buying a lot of silver to show you, okay? And if we're going to talk about, I don't even like the word raid, because we know that with that hey, Judy May, that creates a connotation like that we're going to break Comex or we're going to squeeze it or whatever, right? But if you say, okay, we're going to do a silver day. Okay, cool. I'm good with that. Let's encourage people to do it. Let's educate people about that. But let's also make sure that all the new stackers in the community understand what the premiums mean, okay? Because if you just look at spot price and you're just telling your audience about spot price, you're doing them a great disservice. Okay, they have to understand why because premiums matter. If you're ever going to sell it again, premiums absolutely matter. So if you think that you're going to, let's say, I think this is a 1/4 ounce here. So I probably bought this when it was 400 or so, I think, for this 1/4 ounce. And if, let's say, the premium on it was 50 above that, well, then I need it to go to at least 450 and above to make a profit, okay? But if I only tell people, oh, I bought it for a spot price or whatever, the new stackers are not understanding that that's a problem and that you may never, because honestly, how long have we all been waiting for silver to pop? You may never get back into the profit if the premiums are too high, okay? So, I think people are saying, oh, well, the community's so divided. Shame on us. Shame on us. Well, the community is divided because there's an ethical dilemma. And people are going to speak out when there's an ethical dilemma. Okay? All right. That's my rant. And I'm going to drop it. Okay? I don't want to keep going on this. I will come back to it if somebody tries to push us silver squeeze again. I'll come back to it because I'm going to feel compelled to speak my mind about it. But for now, I'm going to drop it. Well, I mean, Fish, I somewhat agree with you. I mean, we're all big people. We can choose how to spend our money. Absolutely. All I'm saying is we have a lot of new people in the community, especially on Wall Street Silver and especially on some of the very big channels, because when a new stacker signs on to YouTube, the first silver channels they're going to see are the really big ones, talking about, 50,000 subscribers or more. And so most of those channels are going to have the bulk of the new silver stackers, and they need to understand what that is. Now, if they still choose to, if they say, hey, I don't care if silver eagles are $15 over spot. I have some silver eagles in here that I'm about to show you. If they say I don't care, that's fine. That's fine. We're all big boys and girls. We can make our decisions on how we blow our money. I just want them to be educated on it. That's all. All right. Let me get this open. Let's get to the fun stuff, folks. There we go. All right. So these are, first ones here is I got some new Eagles. Okay. Now, Eagles are, the premiums on these are ridiculous right now. Not going to lie. So I'm buying less Eagles this year than I would have. I did buy 6 in this round. Okay, so some of those are. You are far from heartless, my friend. You are far from heartless. You're actually one of the nicest people in the community, Fish. So I bought. I always buy some for my godson and my goddaughter and my niece. So regardless of the premiums, I knew what I was getting into with that, and I bought a few for them and I bought a few for me. But I'm buying less. Why did the premium go from $2 and $2? I'll talk about that in 1 second. Thank you. That's a great question, Homestead Engineering. So I'm buying less of the Eagles than I normally would. Okay, so that's thing one. So other people can jump in on this too for Homestead Engineering. Silver did pop a little bit at the start of the pandemic. Silver did pop a little bit and people got excited because the stock market was crashing. And sometimes when the stock market crashes, silver and gold do pop. Okay, so it went from 14 to, 24, 25 pretty quick because of anticipation that maybe it was about to pop again. So the last time that had popped like that was 2011. and it popped all the way almost to 50, I believe. I was a stacker at that point. So everybody was thinking, oh, this is it. It's going to pop again. And so it did go up. And then the second thing that happened is soon after that, they tried to do the silver squeeze. And so then it popped again a little bit for like 2 days. And the premiums went way up, way up. And the premiums on some of this stuff has not gone down. My understanding is the U.S. Mint is having a little bit of trouble getting silver blanks. So that's why the Eagles are so much higher. I don't know why the Mexican Mint Libertads are so much higher, except that they're minted a little bit less. Look at how pretty this one is. These are all 2022s, by the way, that I have today. Is going to go up and down all the time. Silver and gold are more of a long-term investment for insurance. So some people don't even like to call silver and gold an investment. I do consider it an investment. It's part of my portfolio, but it's not all of my portfolio. I probably, on any given year, it's between, for the amount of money that I'm going to invest that year, it's between 5 and 10%. And it may be 10% if the premiums are lower. It may be 5% if the premiums are higher. Okay, so after last year's squeeze, a lot of stuff did not come back down. Okay, so that's two of the reasons why premiums are so high right now. And so where should they be historically? Well, Fish, you tell me what you think. I've been stacking since 2009. I would have no problem personally paying 30% premium for an Eagle. Why do premiums change? So the premiums are basically what the dealers are making profit on over spot price. Okay, so if I went to sell this to my local coin shop right now, first of all, he wouldn't buy this because he only deals with American coins. But let's say that he did, he would. I know. Look at that mirror polish. Isn't that pretty? He would offer me probably about spot if he was going to buy this. Okay, And I've paid spot plus premium. Okay, so I'm making a loss at that point. Now, if I sold this to somebody else in the silver stacking community, I might be able to sell it for close to what premium is. Okay, so basically, it represents dealer profit. Sometimes the dealers have gotten themselves into a bad situation where they have bought. And Fish, you've been stacking longer than me, so if you want to add anything to this, please do. Sometimes the dealers have bought in, like let's say they bought a ton of silver when it was at 30 last year. Well, they can't. They say they can't sell it for under 30 now because they're going to be in the loss. My feeling is that's not your problem as a buyer. Just like when I go to gold is the inverse of the dollar, and silver usually follows gold. Yep. When I go to a car dealership, right, if the car dealership is having a bad month and they have a ton of inventory, and let's say it's the last day of the month and their salespeople are under pressure because they were supposed to sell 6 cars that month and they've only sold 2, that's not my problem. I don't give a darn about that car dealer, and he doesn't care about me. He can do his smiley glad hands with me and pretend he's my friend, but he does not care about me. And that's the bottom line. And it's the same thing with you can be nice with your LCS, and it probably is a good idea to do that. You probably will get some deals here and there. But when you're buying online or if you don't go to an LCS a lot, it's not your problem if the dealer has too much inventory that he bought overwards. And when we do things like the Silver Raid, when the premiums were just starting to dip back down, we're actually shooting ourselves as a community in the foot. But that's a whole nother video, and I think enough people have spoken about that. I don't think I need to speak about that. All right, let's see if you guys can see that one okay. So I hope that answered your question. That one's got, look how it's got like that brushed look. It's kind of cool. All right, I think I got like 6 more here, guys. So I don't know. What do you all think? I mean, are you buying more silver this year, less silver this year? Or are you buying different types of silver, right? Like, so if you buy generic rounds, they charge what people are willing to pay. That's the truth too, right there. So if people like me, I just bought 6 Eagles, I told you, right? There's my 6 Eagles. So I contributed to the problem. A lot of people have switched to gold this year. I would like to pick up some more gold. I'm kind of waiting to see at 12. Yeah, I bought a lot of my silver when it was $14 spot. So I do feel bad for new stackers who are coming in with these high premiums. Through the market out of whack, then real supply chain issues. The natural premium recovery cycle is never able to happen. That's a good point. And the Mexican Mint didn't get their Libertads out that year until very late in the year. I don't know if the factory had shut down because of the pandemic or what. Now, sometimes you can find better deals on, like, see these Krugerrands, these African Krugerrands. If you're willing to be a little bit diverse in your coins. Oh, look at that. Is that milk spotting or is that a design of the coin? Hang on. Y'all, is that intentional on the Krugerrand? Or is that milk spotting? And I swear, nobody's touched this. I just opened this up. Wow. That's a 2022. Look at that. And nobody's touched it. Jeez. All right. So let's talk about that for a second. So, yeah, that's bad. That kind of ticks me off. Jeez. A little bit on the backside, too. Yeah, I need some cookies with that. That's bad. Dang. I wonder if I should even, if it's worth it, if I should try to contact, this was from JM Bullion, if I should try to contact them. Anyways, you can get some good deals on generic rounds and things like that. You can get it way under that. You think I should send it back, Bullion Addict? All right. Well, that's pretty frustrating. So you can get better deals that way. Constitutional silver, that like pre-65 coinage used to be, you guys were all telling me to send it back. All right, I'm going to put that aside. We'll deal with that another day. Hey, Miss T. The constitutional used to be a good way to go if you were wanting to get lower premiums, but everybody's kind of caught on that train. And if the blanks aren't cleaned properly. Well, yeah, thanks for that, Krugerrand. Sometimes these Canadian ones will do that too, but I've had pretty good luck lately with the Maple Leafs. But everybody kind of got on that constitutional train, and they the premiums on even that stuff has gone up. Yeah, I probably should send that back. You're right. All right, I think I got 3 more here, guys. So while I'm winding this down, let's couple things. I'm not trying to pick on anybody out there. I think the silver community is historically has been very kind to each other, but the division started with the first silver raid, and I think we should have learned our lesson with that. And so, people who are calling for, well, this is bad, bad camaraderie, or this is not how we treat each other in the silver community. Well, then let's stop promoting silver raids, okay? Let's stop talking about the silver squeeze. It's not going to happen. Let's, one good thing that did come out of that is that a company that I've never heard of apparently worked a deal with one of the members of our community, which as far as I know, that's never happened. And as far as I'm concerned, companies like Apmex and JM Bullion and other big online dealers should be using brand ambassadors. They should be doing some kind of referral links and things like that, where you all, and this probably wouldn't even help me because I don't do silver videos as much as some of the rest of you. I do a lot of prepping and survival and foraging and stuff like that. But the amount of business that we all send their way, they should be doing some kind of brand ambassador or affiliate links or something. So I have no problem with that new player on the block doing that, as long as members of the community, if they're going to start doing deals like that, just disclose it so that your audience knows you're getting a commission or whatever. Okay, I think it would actually be a very good thing, and it's long overdue. I mean, it's the amount of business that the silver stacking community has sent to Apmex and JMB has got to be in the millions. All right, last one here, folks. The Britannia, which the last 2 years, in my opinion, the Britannia has been the best coin out of the Bullion official coinage. Sorry, I can't find my words. But I think this is just such an amazing coin with the security features, and it's got the little trident hologram down there. Big scratch on the queen's face. Let's see. Yeah, you're right. Yep, she looks like she's been crying. Yep. All right, well, kind of surprised by a couple of these coins. I usually have good luck with JMB, but there we go. Anybody have anything you want to promote? Anything that's coming out this weekend? I saw Fish say that he's got Fish said he's got a video coming out tonight. I know Bacon's probably going live later on tonight. Anybody else going live this weekend or got a video coming out? I know usually there's a silver and gold stacking videos. There's a train usually on Saturday mornings. You guys can watch for that. On Thursday nights, there's been a prepping video train. If you want to catch that, I think it starts at like 7 o'clock. That's the one that Pistol Packing Pilot and Silver Scorpion had one in there. A couple other people. That was really fun to watch that last night too. So kind of keep an eye out for that. But that's all I got for y'all. Let me wind this one down. I want to say I hope everybody has a great weekend. And oh, I just took off my gloves. I'm sorry. Sorry. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Make sure you get outside if you can, if it's nice weather where you are at. If your mom's still alive, make sure you call your mom, tell her you love her. My mom's in heaven. If I had the chance to talk to her face to face, I absolutely would. But I want you all to remember that. If there's somebody out there that you are holding a grudge with, consider granting forgiveness. Feels really good to let that weight off your shoulders. Keep planting your seeds. Keep stacking your silver. This is Prepping with Sarge. You all have a great night.